I was born on July 27th. That makes me a Leo. I don't really know what that means. I'm 5'6", I weigh 145 pounds, I don't know how to swim, and I'm a sucker for a girl with a nice smile and clean sneakers. I'm still learning how to whisper. I'm often loud in places where I should be quiet. I'm often quiet in places where I should be loud. I was born feet first, and I've been backwards ever since. I like ginger ale. A lot. I've been told that I give really bad hugs. People say it feels like I'm trying to escape. Sometimes it's because I am. Secretly, I get really nervous every time someone gets close enough to hear me breathe. I have this odd fascination with things like sandcastles and ice sculptures. I assume it's because I usually find myself dedicating time to things that will only last a few moments. That's also why I tend to fall in love with women who will never love me back. I know it sounds crazy, but it's actually much easier than it seems, and to be honest, I think it's safer that way. See, relationships, they often remind me that I'm not afraid of heights or falling, but I'm scared of what's gonna happen the moment that my body hits the ground. I'm clumsy. Yesterday, I tripped over my self-esteem. I landed on my pride, and it shattered like an iPhone with a broken face. Now, I can't even tell who's trying to give me a compliment. I've never been in the military, but I have this purple heart. I got it from beating myself up over things I can't fix. I know this sounds weird, but sometimes I wonder what my bed sheets say about me when I'm not around. I wonder what the curtains would do if they found out about all the things I've done behind their backs. I've got a hamper that's overflowing with really, really loud mistakes and a graveyard in my closet. I'm afraid that if I let you see my skeletons, you'll grind my bones into powder and get high on my fault lines. Hi. My name is Rudy. I enjoy frozen yogurt, people watching, and laughing for absolutely no reason at all. But I don't allow myself to cry as often as I need to. I have solar power confidence. I have a battery operated smile. My hobbies include editing my life story, hiding behind metaphors, and trying to convince my shadow that I'm someone worth following. I don't know much, but I do know this. I know heaven is full of music. I know God listens to my heartbeat on his iPod. It reminds him that we still got work to do. When people ask how I'm doing, I want to say my depression is an angry deity, a jealous God, a thirsty shadow that wrings my joy like a dish rag and makes juice out of my smile. I want to say getting out of bed has become a magic trick and I'm probably the worst magician I know. I want to say this sadness is the only clean shirt I have left and my washing machine has been broken for months. But I'd rather not ruin someone's day with my tragic honesty. So instead, I treat my face like a pumpkin. I pretend it's Halloween. I carve it into something acceptable. I laugh and say, I'm doing all right. Dear eyes, there are things I don't tell you. We both know you are terrible at keeping secrets. Dear brain, you're a good listener, but you give horrible relationship advice. Dear heart, I trust you. Don't fuck this up. Dear legs, walking is easy. Now pick a destination. Dear feet, some days you are all I have left to stand on. Dear hands, I get it. You like writing poetry, but come on, you can't bring a metaphor to a fist fight. Dear fist, you are not always the solution to my problems. Dear voice, it is your job to make sure that my fists never have to solve my problems. Dear voice, the people are listening. I'm gonna close my eyes and let you take over. Say something worth remembering. 1, if I could, I would nail these hands to the edges of stars. I would sacrifice this body to the sky, hoping to resurrect as someone spiteful enough to not care this much about you. 2, staple me to a cross, pierce my side with a broken promise, and I will bleed all the reasons why you deserve one more chance. 3, loving you was the last thing I felt really good at. 4, you want to know how I got these scars? Well, I ripped every last piece of you out of my smile. 5, I whispered you stardust. 6, I spoke you into sunflower. 7, I dipped my hands in forever. I touched you infinity, treated you as if you were the last molecule of oxygen inside of a gas chamber. I was good to you. 8, you want to know how I got these scars? I swallowed my pride, then it clawed its way out of my mouth. 9, I realized that I was never really your boyfriend. I was your hype man. 10, hope your next boyfriend gets smallpox. 10, yes, I said smallpox. 10, I hate you. 10, but I still miss you. 10, and I still love you. 10, and I still love you. 10, and I still love you. 10, it's hard for me to count when I get emotional. 10, I heard that over 90% of human interaction is nonverbal, so 10, if I could, I would tie your arms to a daydream and then auction you off to my fondest memories. To the random dude who started dating my ex-girlfriend 2 days after we broke up. Yes, I saw that shit on Facebook. Now, when I realized that you were in a relationship with the girl that I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, I walked outside. I said to myself, there's no way Ashton Kutcher is gonna catch me off guard. I waited 45 minutes, and then I realized there hadn't been a new episode of Punk'd in almost 4 years. I guess I'm the only practical joke in this entire situation. 1, the first time I saw you and her in a picture, I wanted to take my entire arm, shove it inside of the computer, and snatch the happiness right off of your face. 2, if I ever see you in the street, I might punch you in the throat. 3, I apologize in advance. And I know that it makes no sense to have this much anger toward a man that I've never met face to face. By definition of love is being robbed in an alley 8 times in a row and hoping there's something about today that makes all of this different. There is nothing logical about cutting off the most important parts of yourself and then putting them inside of hands that shake, that tremble, that crack like a Haitian sidewalk. 4, there is nothing rational about love. Love stutters when it gets nervous. Love trips over its own shoelaces. Love is clumsy and my heart refuses to wear a helmet. 5, Cupid is fucking irresponsible. And I'm tired of him using me for target practice. 6, I was told that time heals all wounds, but what exactly do you do on days when it feels like the hands on your clock have arthritis? 7, she always wore her heart on her sleeve, so tell me, why the hell do you look so familiar? 8, I think I've seen you somewhere in her smile. Like I've heard your voice in her laughter. I bet if we dusted her heart for fingerprints, we would only find yours. 9, I have this envelope. It's full of all the butterflies that I felt the first time she smiled in my direction. I think most of them are still alive. I guess these belong to you too. Thank you.